Okay, anytime you're ready.
Every connection, every conversation, every moment of engagement starts with a spark. The question is, how do you create that in a space full of teenagers? Hi everyone, I'm Abby, and today my team and I will present to you how to create that spark in a simple and meaningful way. From our conversations, we learned that teens are present but not fully engaged. The activities at the center are competing with phones and other distractions, and the engagement isn't really consistent across all youth. In particular, we notice specific groups, especially girls, are more difficult to engage with consistently. Now, this isn't about a lack of interest, but a lack of activities that truly resonate with them. At the same time, we're aware that you're working with a growing budget, so any new activity has to be both impactful and realistically manageable. So what does this mean, Ari?
Thank you, Abby, for that insightful analysis. So what I'm understanding is like hands-on activities is the way to go. And it makes perfect sense to me, right? Like when teenagers are using their hands, engagement comes more naturally because they're not using their cell phones. Hands-on activities also provide a new opportunity to create programs that are more feel refreshing, repeatable, and most importantly, builds opportunities to engage girls in the community as well. But you do not need a simple craft workshop. You need a space that will allow these teens to be creative, to connect with others, and to express themselves without being judged. And that's where we, Honey Sparkle, come in. So we deliver an affordable luxury that focuses on beauty, wellness, and confidence. And it doesn't matter the age, the gender, or the environment. At Honey Sparkle, self-care is always a priority. Now, Abby, can you tell me what are we offering here today?
So based on everything we learned, we recommend a candle making session, but not positioned as a workshop. Something framed as a creative, low pressure social experience. Because this isn't just about candle making. This is about creating a moment. A moment where teens are focused, they're present, they're talking, they're connecting with each other without it being forced. And we know this aligns with the goals of your center because you want something that's new and something that's hands-on. The session is approximately for 8 to 10 teenagers. It runs from $25 to $28, which is actually discounted from the retail value. And most importantly, this works well within your $25 budget. Honey Sparkle is promising a comfortable and inviting environment for a 1.5 to 2 hour session. And here's how they're going to reduce the burden for you. All materials are provided, so jars, wax, wicks, fragrance oils, everything's provided. The on-site setup and cleanup is managed. Supervision and guidance is facilitated, so this is really important because we're dealing with hot materials like wax, and we want this to be a safe experience for everyone. And at the end of the day, participants get to bring home something they made with their own hands, whether they're using it for themselves or they can gift it to a loved one or a friend.
Okay, thank you. We have heard so many things about our workshop and how many benefits and how it can possibly help you in your current challenges. But the most important question is, how do you get started? So initially, you would come to us, our team, and confirm your interest in our workshop. Then our beautiful and lovely founder, Sharanda, would help us confirm the logistics, such as the date, the time, the participants, and the total cost of the workshop. Moving on with that, you, the client, will be able to determine how do you want to frame this workshop. Whether it's that you want something that is more social and creative for the teens, or you're simply looking for a stress-relieving activity for the teenagers as well. You have the control on how you want this workshop to be, and at Honey Sparkle, we're more than happy to adapt to your needs. And most important, as Abby was saying, all of the materials are provided, so if you do decide to add our workshop to your program, it's easy and convenient. We also take care of prepping all of the materials, setting up the space and the tables that the students and teenagers will be using. Additionally, we will be guiding the workshop, and we will be also doing the cleaning afterwards, meaning that for your staff, this is no extra workload added. It's a simple, smooth, manageable addition to your programming. And from a decisional stand, our workshop also fits how you guys measure for success. So with our workshops, you will be able to track participation very easily, gather participants' feedback, and assess engagement directly with the students themselves. Afterwards, also Honey Sparkles, we offer customized workshops, themes like whether it's like seasonal or trend-based, which makes it very team-friendly, as we know they get bored very easily. So this way we can keep up the workshop, making it like more engaging and up-to-date. And finally, if the workshop is a success as we are expecting it to be, it doesn't have to end at one session. As we know, your center is part of a bigger network of community centers in the area of Laval, where you guys communicate with each other and share programs and activities that you do. So what works in one is delivered to another one, and so on. So by you acting and choosing Honey Sparkle today, you're not only choosing an affordable, gender-neutral, and refreshing opportunity to engage your teens, but you're also bringing a new solution for these other centers in your network that might be facing challenges similar to yours. So Abby.
Now, instead of asking for long-term commitment, we recommend that you start with one session, one group, one event, and one opportunity for them to create moments that they'll actually remember. And from there, you'll have the feedback, the data, the experience to decide what comes next. Remember, you can't force a spark, but you can create the conditions for one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Questions? Hi.
So I understand how the value's there for the community center 100% and getting teenagers off their cell phones and such. But what value would I be able to provide the teenagers? Like, how would I market this for the teenagers if maybe they're not interested in building candles? Like, what type of value would you say if you were pitching it to the teenagers themselves?
Oh, it's a team bonding event. It's not just about the product. That's what also differentiates Honey Sparkle from any other business or service, right? It's about packaging everything together. Honey Sparkle's core values is on wellness, expressing confidence, and being creative. All of that at an affordable price, and we've already done the research for you, so what more can you ask for?
You said that this is mostly to trap girls with their friends and get engaged, but are the guys gonna be like still participating, or is it kind of less attractive to the boys than the females?
Ari, would you like to talk about this one?
For sure. I would say it's not mainly to attract girls. I would say it's like a big selling point on it, because most of the activities so far, like the trend we've seen at the community center, is that mainly boys are the ones participating, and girls often like they tend to be like more shy and reserved and not like upcoming to this kind of events. So this kind of workshop definitely does have more of a, like a feminine approach, right? But after like discussions with like some of like the staff at the community center and like members of the board, we came to learn that boys are actually so interested in hands-on activities. So even when it comes to a candle, since they get to personalize it, it's not boxed in a girly environment, you know. So like they can make it any taste, like any aroma that they want. They can make it colorful. They can add any items inside of it, and it's a great way. Like even they can give it as a gift to their moms or their sisters. So it's, I would definitely would say it would be a success amongst them. Yeah. Any other questions?
Kind of going along with that too, like you mentioned, that like teenagers, and this is so true, that like they have a hard time like engaging in things, sort of like, anyways. So you had mentioned stuff about like themes and like stuff to try and keep them engaged. What sort of things would that be?
Like
I'm not
like
really
other
sure.
type of activities, you mean?
Well, not necessarily. Well, yeah, sure. If there's other type of activities, like, because I feel like teenagers tend to get so bored so easily.
100%.
Anything.
Yeah.
So it's like, what kind of things could keep them engaged?
So ideally, like the trend that we were able to see in our research amongst community centers is like teens really want an environment outside their school and outside their home, and not necessarily the streets, like a safer environment where they can be with their people, their friends, and enjoy doing different things that they wouldn't normally do. So as we were saying, hands-on activities has been the metric of success. A lot of cooking workshops, can be Zumba classes, swimming classes, or anything that keeps them like mentally and physically engaged has been proven to be successful. I know some community centers do like outgoing activities, like they take them to the cinema or they take them across Montreal to explore here and there. But like in-house activities have definitely been like the most positive seen by the students.
Do many Sparkle ever do workshops like this already in centers or in schools or something? Or do you know that it does work?
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. We have made a couple of sessions before. Ideally, the way that we came up to workshops in the beginning was because a client came out to us and was like, "Oh, would you be possible or like interested in doing a workshop with my friends?" And that's how it started. And after seeing the positive feedback and like how like the environment on the workshop was so like self-care, you know, and like everyone was so like mentally disconnected of other concerns, we were thinking, okay, we can scale this, we can bring it to other places. So far, we have done workshops at a church, a retirement home, a high school, and a community center, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, but we're looking to expand our services for sure. Any other questions?
Oh, any other questions over here?
Okay, go ahead, Dave.
I'm just curious why I'm not hearing from the other people.
Oh, well, we asked the professor if everyone had.
It wasn't a
to
requirement.
the presentation, yeah.
I'm just curious.
So
It's not a thing.
Yeah.
I keep waiting to say, okay, this is gonna be a really long
It was a
presentation.
team
But it's all-
decision, yeah, that's about it.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to create any.
It was divide and conquer.
I was just curious. But what was the experience like working with Sharada?
Yeah, it was really good. I would say like, I mean, we met with her quite in a period where we had a lot of things going on at school, like exams, finals, and all of that. So it was difficult finding a time for all of us to connect. I was the one who personally met her, and conducted the first interview. She was the sweetest. She was like very accommodating to my time and everything. She was very insightful. She offered being there 24/7, like through text or email, whatever. So it definitely made the whole project easier. And honestly, I don't know. Anyone has any comments?
Did it make a difference that you were working with an actual client, like somebody who, you know, who actually wants to use what you come up with? Did it make a difference?
If I can.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't get to meet Sharanda. Just thinking that like.
But just the knowledge that
Exactly.
she wants to
Because
use it.
it's not, like at the end of the day, it's not just about the product, it's about what they value and what they're trying to spread. And, you know, turning on the news nowadays, the things I see, just like thinking of spreading positivity and love. And specifically for teenagers who have a lot of anxiety, struggle with confidence, a workshop like this, we think could bring significant value for both Sharanda, but also for the participants. So even like I interviewed a hospital and they're really excited and they hope so. We did prioritize a teen community center first, but it's really exciting. We hope that this goes through.
I guess I would say like always in like different courses at James B, whenever we get the opportunity to work with a real client, company, person, individual, it does make a difference in the process of the project, because when you're working with like something that you don't know or you have no idea what their feelings and ideas are, it makes it very difficult to come up with a concise solution. Here, like you're meeting the person, you know their plans, their goals, and where they're coming from. It definitely makes the whole research and like development easier.
And I know she couldn't be here today because she's stuck. She
Yeah.
told you that, but she has a physical location. So at
Yeah.
some point you guys should actually visit.
I was considering, I
Yes.
saw all of her
Well, just
services
move
and I
and
was like, I'll be a
visit her
client.
and
Yeah.
take the time and actually go and see.
Yeah.
Because she, I mean, she's doing a whole range of services.
She does.
She's an
indeed.
esthetician, she's
Yeah.
doing all kinds of different things. So they would be good. Because,
Mhm.
I mean, you're all in business and
Yeah.
stuff, so maybe on the road you be a consultant for her at some point to do some aspect
I
of her
agree.
business.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's always these connections to these things. Don't just think of them, oh, I just did a project. You know, there's opportunities there to do things, and you never know.
Yeah.
You never know where you
Building
end
a
up.
network, you know.
Yeah, you build your network and you connect.
Mhm.
You know, so yeah, so thank you
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
very much.
Thank you.